racing action in downtown Turlock.
Hey guys, Vegan Cyclist here, so I'm going to give you a little rundown on the Turlock Twilight crit that I did. Super crazy. This kid right here actually raced earlier and won, so he was smashed, and opening up gaps like this just killed me, right? Having to close this stuff down. That tailwind section was like 35 miles an hour. It's crazy. This race was just packed with attacks because there was such a brutal headwind section right here that a lot of people thought that they could get away, right? If there was a good sized gap, it'd probably work. Super crazy technical turns, but really, really fun. These guys didn't want to really work that well, and we kind of got caught, so then I go off, and it was a preem lap. So I just buried myself to try to get this awesome $50 gift card, and I was all excited, just drilling it. There's a guy on my wheel, but I'm thinking like, man, he's gonna probably let me have it since I just crushed myself. That was not the case. He did not want me to have that 50 bucks. We worked a little bit together off the front, but this headwind section was just so brutal. Again, we worked as much as we could, but it was pretty much doomed. You know, there was a lot of other teams that were chasing us down. So I basically said, forget this, and kind of fell back into the pack, got reorganized. But so then I really kind of had to sit in for a while because those two attacks that I did, my heart was just through the roof. I couldn't breathe. And then it was just like constant attacks as well. So then the field was just super surgy. So someone would attack, we'd chase, we'd catch them, and then pretty much I would attack again. You know, this is my third time off the front, really early on in the race. But it was not to be. Right here, I almost got dropped. I'm so glad that there were some people behind me. And then there was this kid. I mean, just attacks, just so many attacks all over the place. Just staying on the back was pretty crazy. I was in good position to follow this attack, which this dude is just super strong. I mean, this guy's got all his power. Cortec guy, Nick Baird, gets on and then opens up this huge gap because he has a teammate. It's like, that's frustrating. You know what I mean? And if I don't go, it's a good chance that was a well-represented break. So I had to chase this down, but everyone just stuck on my wheel. And then that guy, Nick, throws this huge attack. I mean, it just was such a brutal race. Just constantly trying to find somewhere to rest, but this back section right here, all the time, people just opening up these huge gaps because the speed was so high that you couldn't really draft. That really, really hurt. And so then it was just attacks and more attacks. Right here, I'm about to get dropped and was able to kind of funnel to the back, but there was only two guys on the back. So I had to get right back on my teammate's wheel, and it was just insane. I mean, the pace was so unbelievable. It's like there's no way that this is going to be able to keep up. And so I was kind of feeling like, dude, I don't think I can do this anymore. And it was like a few more attacks, and I was just maxed out. I had nothing left. It was strung out like crazy. We get into this back again. This tailwind section was just insane, and I mean, these guys are just killing me. So it's like,
fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
So I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm dropping. I'm out of this race. These two dudes pretty much have the same thing on their minds. Like, all right, well, we tried. But then all of a sudden, the group just like stops riding and lets us back on.
That was awesome.
I mean, I could not believe that this happened. Like, this never happens when you start to drop, man. But this just shows like the pace was so relentless that everyone couldn't hold that pace. It did slow down. But then coming into the last couple of laps, it really started ramping up. We get to this tailwind section again, and I'm just crushed. But then I just saw an opportunity and kind of rolled off the front and just kept my power, and no one went with me. And so I've got about 3 laps to make this win. And when I thought about this race, this is what I envisioned. And so, I mean, I just buried myself. I like couldn't breathe. I was seeing spots, you know, I was like kind of hallucinating. I didn't really know what was real or not. Coming around with 2 to go, I could totally see like, yes, like this is it. You know, I can win this race. And I had a good sized gap. But it just, coming into the headwind section, it felt like a bad dream. Like when there's like a monster chasing you and you're trying to run, but you can't. You're just like in sand. It's like, well, I'm killing myself and I'm going nowhere. So then the pack caught me, and that was that, you know, 1 lap to go. Frustrated, but I mean, I made the move to have an opportunity to win, which is always way better than having no opportunity to win. So, guys, thank you so much. Vegan Cyclist, check my other stuff out. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. In just a moment, we'll know who's the winner of the T-Solar Cycling Classic. Here they come. Who's it going to be? All the way from Japan, number 2, Kasigiaso. Joy for cycling.
That's like really powerful.